Hey everybody, it's Trainer Nick, and today's workout video is chest and arms at home. Just your chest muscles and then some triceps and biceps. You know how it be. First off, starting off with some dumbbell incline bench, 3 sets of 10 to 12. Just sitting on the floor, sitting with my back up against the exercise ball against the wall and door there. Just getting a good range of motion, doing my regular dumbbell incline bench press. You know how it be. Just getting a good stretch at the bottom there, good range of motion, squeezing the weights together at the top without actually clanking them. Good squeeze at the top, good range of motion. And then if you need to, you can always slow down the tempo and go a little bit slower than what's comfortable. Good stimulation on the chest there. Next one here is we got the dumbbell under flies, 3 sets of 8. At this point in time of filming the video, 20 pounds is a little bit heavy for me to do this exercise. That's why the ranges are a little bit, or the rep range is a little bit lower. Definitely trying to move. Yes, I am leaning back and forth, but not swinging because I'm just trying to move the extra weight out and away from me. So you keep the weight as close as you can to your side. Notice how I took my pants off there. Haha. So as you see, weights are at the side, holding them together. And then I bring them up together to about chin or nose level, and this helps stimulate the more inner pectoral muscles, the sternum part of my chest. I recommend these for anybody once you master the technique. It does take a little bit to get used to, but very beneficial. I always like doing these. And now we're moving on to the tricep exercises. As you can see here, 6 exercises for the workout: 2 chest, 2 tricep, 2 bicep. The first tricep is single dumbbell overhead extension, 3 sets of 10 to 12. Just holding the dumbbell in one hand, trying to keep the upper arm from your shoulder to your elbow as straight up and down as you can. Keep the elbow as isolated as you can, and I just really like to reach behind me there and bring the weight down to about a 90-degree angle just behind my head here, coming up and extend the arm either 95 or 100% of the way, all the way up, really emphasizing hitting that tricep there. Good exercise. It's another unilateral movement, sitting on an exercise ball that's not entirely stable, so it helps with stabilization muscles as well. And like I've mentioned before, with one at a time movements, unilateral movements, I don't always have to rest as much. I can just switch from one arm to the other and keep training. It's a little bit quicker that way as well, or at least it eliminates how much extra time it takes doing one limit at a time. Next up here is a single banded tricep push down. So holding it around, I finally figured out that you could loop it around the knob if the knob in the door is sturdy enough, so that helps maintain consistent resistance, as well as you more focus on the arm you're actually working instead of having to focus on holding the resistance band in place as well. Found that really helps me out really well. Like I said, good knotting up on the triceps here. I just really like this exercise. That's something I realized as I've been making all these videos, that hey, home workouts at home aren't as bad, and getting creative is fun. And there's a certain sense of accomplishment as you're going through these, because it's like, hey, I really had to, this kind of made me think outside the box for hitting certain exercises, certain movements, and certain muscles, and I was able to put some, I think in my professional and personal opinion, I've been able to put together a pretty solid set of exercises and workouts for one corner in my room. Switching to the biceps now, banded rope curls, like I've mentioned before, 3 sets of 10 to 12, smallest red band. I think I've somewhat learned my lesson, or need to work on it more, about bringing the foot more in the middle so I don't have an imbalance on one side, but I'm really trying to work on it, and it does get a little bit better as I go through the sets here. The third set, it is a little bit better, ever so slightly, than the first 2. Really working on that twist and that extra resistance is really what fires up and activates the biceps. That's why I like doing these. I have noticed though that doing them with a band is quite difficult, and it's hard to get the same execution, the same stimulation than if you were using, like, say, a rope like at the gym, like most people would use for their tricep pushdown. I found that is the most effective, but this is a close second, or the best second I could come up with. Banded concentration curls are last, 3 sets of 10 to 12, smallest red band. So as you see, as I'm going through this, I do reposition my feet several times, and I do move through this. I do believe this is a good exercise, but it took me a while to get in the right position for it. If the band was just a little shorter, or if my limbs were just a little bit longer, it would have been a lot easier to achieve and maintain the tension I was looking for. If you've got, I'm only 5'9", there's going to be plenty of people taller than me that may go through this program. So if you're shorter like me, short kings and queens, this is for you. Maybe put the band around a dumbbell or a piece of furniture to get a little bit more tension and stretch out of them, and then you could do the concentration curls just like I'm doing and get just the same amount of stimulation, if not better, than you would out of dumbbells. Like I always encourage, just take the time, experiment, see what works, what doesn't work, and see what works best for you, what you like, what you don't like. That's going to help you work out and be in the long run for working out, both physically to keep yourself from injuring yourself and staying safe, to also just enjoying working out and falling in love with the process so you can actually reach your goals. So with all that being said, enjoy the workout. Let me know what you think, because I always love the feedback. And stay tuned for more workout videos, because we're going to keep adding them on here, as well as just more content. See you soon.